one stripe.
Welcome to the one with the funeral. Now, this episode was changed completely. Actually does change some of the storylines going forward that I had planned. I didn't realize that every parent was going to die at the same time, but every parent died. For instance, Adeline, which is Mary's little sister, got put into foster care, and now she has been adopted by another family because both of her parents are dead. So I can't really resolve a storyline, such as, I don't know, Jason's, without their parents. So they might not stay dead. Just to give you a heads up, I might end up aging them down to adults and then like building them up through there. But someone who is dead and someone who I think would probably end up being dead, they had such just well-rounded kids and like different ages groups and stuff, so like it could make sense if they were adults, like really close to aging up into an elder. But Margaret Johnson died right at the end of last week's episode. I didn't realize she died until after the episode ended, but we have formed a Remembrance Day called Johnson Funeral, because I didn't know everybody else was going to die, but they did. And it's just all about coming together and remembering. And I always get like really teary-eyed and stuff like during this stuff, because like funerals are just like teary-eyed moments. And these are some of the characters like lowest moments they'll ever go. You can't get sadder than a death in The Sims. Like you can get sad because you like get dumped, but like ultimately like the death of a family member would really screw you up. So we have the Johnson's funeral, which is an event. We cannot remember her, which is so freaking annoying because you have to click upon urn or gravestone and choose any of the available options. You can also meet and interact with the ghost. She did not die on my lot. I didn't know she was going to die, or I would have grabbed that gravestone so we could have this moment, so we could experience this moment. So we're just going to act like we're remembering her. When we went to a funeral home, we're going to invite some people over. Her boyfriend, I think we're going to invite over Kinsley and Mary. I think we're going to, I don't know, try to get the group over here. And yeah, because like it's one of those things. Now, some other smaller details that we're going to talk about is that obviously Jim is here in this household because it's easier to control both. They're both going through an emotional period right now, which is great for what's setting up for. But I don't know, it's not great, I guess, in a way. But there's plenty of funeral homes, and I think we're going to be vacating this one right here because, like, I don't know, it just makes a little bit of sense. Like, we can't click on this. Well, we can sleep in it. That's interesting, but it's really interesting, actually. But that's the one we're probably going to end up using. And we're just going to invite over their friends today. It's more like it's not a chill episode. Last week was a chill episode. This week's Margaret died, and we didn't really know Margaret, to be honest with you. She was a foodie, family-oriented art lover. They didn't really know their dad. He was a war veteran. That's where they grew up. That's why she fell in love with athletics and stuff. She was always told their father was really strong. He died in an early war overseas in the Sims community. I don't know. Maybe in Winderberg, like that would make sense, right? I don't know. Or maybe he died over in the jungle in Saldora. Something like that. Yeah, comment down below what you think happened. But he died, and so he's not been with them for a while now. And so it's just their mother, Margaret. And they were all kind of close to her. I think Jim was a little more close to her than her daughter. They had a big falling out when she was in high school due to her sudden awakening to want to pursue all these things that her mother thought were unpractical. So they didn't really have a good conversation. They never had like a solid conversation after that. And I think it's really hitting Kellie hard about this. They had just adopted a puppy named Squee. We adopted a puppy named Squee because she's been living with her boyfriend now for like 4 or 5 weeks. It's been a hot minute since, she moved in with him. So we're gonna bring Drew here. And I don't even know if, like, it's been a little bit since Drew was here. Is it Dwayne? No, it's Brent. And their boyfriend and girlfriend and stuff like that. And I think he would really just comfort her in this time. of this, this horrific event that happened, which was the loss of her mother. And he doesn't really know her. He never, really met her family. Oh, that's not appropriate for a funeral. Let's try another one. Oh, there's 3, so, I highly doubt any of these are actually a suit, though. Oh, no, we have a suit. Okay, cool. And so he's gonna come over here, and he's gonna sit. What I also do believe is that Jim is gonna contact everybody and invite them here. Everybody that he's super duper close with. So I don't know if Eddie would actually come, but I think he would totally invite Mary to hang out at Curtain Lot, Kinsley, even though they're going through a really, really rough patch, in which they are. He would still want her to be here. I think that's, and Ian. He would definitely, obviously, want his best friend in the whole world to be here as well. So, yeah. I think he would invite them to come and hang out. What is this? Oh. I did jump a little, so if I am playing around with some names of people, it's because we don't want anybody else to die. It's just not my day. They also want to drink. It's a social event that I figured would acquire, so I think we're going to all go to a big bar after this, which I think will be fun, or not fun, but I think that's something that we'll end up doing. So I think, like I said, Drew would give her solstice at a time of need. Kellie doesn't really know. They have kissed before. Don't listen to this. They don't really know. Okay, hold on. Brian Day, deep conversation. We're gonna discuss. She doesn't really know how to tell her moods. She doesn't really know how to really talk everything through. Nobody really wants to do this. This is not something that they woke up yesterday morning thinking, oh my god, my mother died. That's not what they thought. And to be honest with you, if we're being completely and utterly honest, when I started last week's episode, I'm pre-recording right now, I was like, it's just going to be a nice chill day. We're going to have another chill day before we start all the drama. Because these next 3 or 4 weeks now are going to be filled with resolutions and drama, because we're coming up to the mid-season finale. We're going to be off for a few weeks after that, so I want to leave you guys on a nice cliffhanger, but also a nice closure as well. So if you don't want to come back when it comes back, you don't have to, but I want to leave you with enough that you're like, ooh, I really want to know what happens, story purposes. And so Winterfest Eve is right here, and just it's heartbreaking. There's just no other way to put it. I think he's glitched. Gosh dang it. I hate glitched things. We'll see. Maybe he'll start pulling out his phone here in a second. Here. I think we're all glitched. I think this whole entire thing is glitched. We're just gonna reset everybody, because I don't know, everybody just seems not to be working. And yeah, alright, so we'll say a funeral happened. They can't really do the remembering part because of the fact that he has red, so we'll have to figure out what's wrong with him. Due to that fact, that they can't, we don't have a great sense of remembering and stuff like that. It's a little harder, it's a little more difficult to do, so I recommend, if Sim dies on your watch, make sure you have the gravestone so you can participate in a funeral event day or whatever. I really wish that I like how it's a funeral thing, and on Halloween or something, I definitely would remember the old, the dead ones and stuff. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. If I would have put it in here, I think maybe possibly I would have waited and done it with a different pack or whatever. Maybe this is a sign that we're getting something for funerals. I tried to download the funeral event mod for this episode in particular. I've not used it since March, and the website is completely taken down, which is really sad. She's such a great modder. Pretty sure I have a modder review of that one too. such a good mod. She had such good mods. But I have 2 new ones in my game. We have the sleepover mod, which I'm not going to be showcasing in this Let's Play. But we also have the church mod, which I'm not even sure which one I'm going to be showcasing that in. But it's going to happen. It's an event that you can throw. And I believe that there's certain people in my Let's Plays that could get a church every Sunday. And it could be something that would be really interesting. And my game is like total out of whack right now, guys. I don't know what's going on. Ugh, I hate when it does this. I think I understand what happened, but I don't completely know. I think I might have to cut away and come back until I fix it, because I might have to exit out of game and come back in the game, which will be super duper annoying because we're in the next day and I can't even like save. Huh. We'll see. I'll see. Okay. I'll be right back. And yeah, I'll be right back. Okay guys, I am back. I actually had to jump out of game, come back in game, fix relationships, do the whole 9 yards. To set this up, there's actually no more of a funeral home inside my game anymore. Whole 9 yards. Oh god. But we are here, we are back, we are at a bar. I know we only have 10 more minutes left on this episode, and so we're just gonna do it. I invited all the friends, the boyfriend, everybody I thought should be here are here. Eddie even came. Eddie's quite sad. I think everybody's just kind of sad because everybody did know everybody. But everybody is here, and, yeah. Yep. That's about it. And we're just going to have a conversation. We're just going to talk. I'm going to take some pictures. I'm going to describe what's going on. The usual stuff. And because of this inconvenience, it might be a shorter episode. I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. I mean, tomorrow is a very, very important day. And I'll give you a little sneak peek of who it's going to be kind of following, whose point of view we're going to be in. Now, I'll talk about it at the end, just so we can like get really excited for it. We bought a lot of drinks for everybody, so hopefully everybody gets one. I figure drinking is important. Right now, I mean, okay, to be honest with you, it's kind of bad because you really shouldn't drink. At like a sad moment in life, it's really, really bad, but I figured, I don't know, they're all 21 and over. She just hit that 21 mark and they're all gonna be aging up very soon. So, like, I guess it's that time that we're just gonna be exploring. And everybody looks really, really handsome and nice, and it's not so awkward between Jim and Kinsley. Yet for some reason, part of me feels like the lingering eye. Like, I know she's not looking at him, but then again, part of me believes, like, in the back of my head that she is. And so, like, aw. Okay, well, from this image, other than, like, the hand, it kind of looks like they're hugging. They're not. Do you want to see? Do you want to see how I know? Because of the hand. So, like, they're like, arms crossed type thing. So, like, they just kind of walked in between each other. But that was a pretty good screenshot. Pretty happy about that one. I don't really know I'm taking screenshots either, because I'm not planning on doing, like, a big thing like I normally do at the end of series and stuff. It's just going to be, like, the end, and then, boom, it's over. But, yeah, I don't know. And, like, it's all just, it's tragic. I don't know. And, like, Kellie has a hard time processing feelings no matter what. That's why finding someone, period, it's really hard for her. She ended up finding someone. She was very happy with that person. She still is very happy with that person. But Jim, on the other hand, who I don't even know where he went. He's not in our household anymore, so, like, he can do whatever he wants. He's not my sim to take care of, which is part of the reason. Oh, he's over here with Mary. Oh, how interesting. I'm wondering what they're talking about. You know, to be honest with you, I'm curious, because this is more like a Johnson household episode than a Kellie household. But I like the picture for Kellie for the thumbnail, so, like, you know, you guys are gonna be fooled. It's fine. And I'm wondering what they're talking about, because Jim, on the other hand, doesn't, like, he knows Mary, obviously. And, like, if we're playing down the normal, stereotypical, like, tropes of, like, the genre of Friends, he would be getting with Mary instead of the other exiled. But we're not. We're trying some new stuff here. Like I said, I wanted to change it up a little. So everybody has their own personality. Yeah, we do have the cook and everything. I've mentioned this in several parts now. But yeah, and I don't know. And Kellie's starting to feel it. Starting to feel every ounce and stuff. Which is just, it's just all, ooh, is this blue or purple? Oh, focused. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. They're here to have a somewhat better time than they were having before, was the plan. Was the goal. And I think they are. I mean, they're early drinkers. That's almost always depressing. Early drinkers are never good drinkers. It's not really eventful. Nothing's like really, really big happening in this episode. But someone died. So like, I mean, I can't top that. I can't do it. And then we have Christmas Eve, and then Christmas, and then New Year's. So we only have 3 weeks left before the mid-season finale. Then we're off for like 2 or 3 weeks. I haven't really decided how many weeks I'm going to take off. It's not going to be like the long, like 3 months that we're going to take off, and you come back like, what the fuck is this series? No, it's like 3 weeks, and then we're like back to fully normalcy. It works out perfectly fine for me. I mean, I was more convinced this way to do it this way, due to the fact that I am pre-recording so much, and it just happened to be a nice little spot in my recording, so I might extend it to that 3rd week. I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet. But on that note, I am going to kind of talk about, oh my god, Clara looks really bad. I'm going to kind of talk about going forward and what's going to happen going forward. So we have 3 weeks, and then it's off for probably about 2 to 3 weeks. I haven't really decided, like I said. But in the next 3 weeks, this is what's going to happen. They're all everyone's episodes. We have 2 characters for New Year's that we're going to be centric on, that we're going to play in their households and type thing. It's going to have like a throwback feeling to the beginning of the series, which is what I was hoping for. Or at least that's the plan. I'll let you know in a few hours how it goes. And then we have Christmas Eve, which you guys will find out next week, which household we're going to be mainly playing in. Christmas Eve is much more towards everybody. Like, everyone's gonna be hanging out. That's what Christmas Eve is. Everybody's parents dying. I mean, no one wants to go home. And so Christmas might be the same thing. Yeah, I have different stuff planned for each holiday. I am planning on doing some of the holiday things. If you guys don't know what the holiday things are, which I'll show you. For instance, we are going to be decorating and getting into the festive spirit, getting ready and prepared for that Christmas morning, in which I think we might just have everybody come back to the same place. Everybody will throw a party type thing. It'll be like a Winterfest party. I think it'd be really cool, really fun. I'm really looking forward to it. And yeah, I don't really know if I want Father Winter to come, to be honest with you, because like I feel like that's just like a kid. Ooh, we have a new holiday, guys. We'll have to look at it. So yeah, I think I might edit this and actually get rid of Father Winter, because I don't really want Father Winter to come. But grand meals, open presents, festive spirits, and decoration. Now, I think it just should be open presents and grand meal, because we were decorating them the day before, so like it's not that big of a deal. So we're bouncing down. We're splitting up Winterfest in 2 days, but we have a new one. So rebate, shopping rebate. All objects purchased in build mode are a 10% rebate for the day. Only buy an object worth at least 500 million to complete this tradition. Watch the rebate arrive in the household funds later this week. Huh. Is that like a normal? Like you can't edit, you can just delete. So I'm guessing not. I'm guessing. Now I'm curious. Okay. Wow. But yeah, for instance, I did want to show you the new holiday event that I did get. There's 2. So we have church. And then we have the other one, which is sleepover. So yeah. But guys, I don't know. It's one of those episodes where I feel like I should probably end a little early. For one, I would say, what do you think they're talking about? I'm curious to see what you guys think about this. I know it's going to go forward, but that could be something totally different that I can incorporate later on. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Wow, this place is a mess. And also, what are they talking about? And what do you think is going to happen moving forward? I mean, I have every episode planned out to episode 18. So, like, I know it's going forward, but what do you think is? And on there. So if you like this video, please leave a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment down below. Hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys all next time for another beautiful, lovely video.